Today is going to be a very interesting video because I might have been wrong. A little while back, I made a video called something like Batman Arkham Shadow might be the worst Arkham game ever. I think that's what it was called. And recently, the story trailer came out, along with some other information. And you know, I might have spoken too soon on the game. We're just gonna watch the trailer real quick if you haven't seen it. I'll just give you my thoughts on it. You know, there's a quite a big amount of dislikes for some reason, probably because it's a VR exclusive, which we talked about in the other video. But yeah, I just want to react to this, cause yeah, I might have been I might have spoken a little too soon on this game. I might have to send my apologies to the game studio. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into this, right? All right. Immediately when I saw this trailer, I was like, wait. Is that Smashing Pumpkins? And it starts to make sense a little bit once we get into the trailer. It starts to make a little more sense.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad.
Okay, we got the kind of reminds me of the militia guys, the ninjas. But these are the Ratcatcher goons, per se.
Driving the city mad. The only light left.
Then we got
Is from the fire in the
we got a freaking Harley Quinn right here, which was crazy. I didn't even know this was Harley Quinn when I first saw it. I just thought it was like some random woman. But you know, like, the freaking earring. Okay, okay. But yeah, it was. I'm interested to see what are they gonna do with this. I really don't know. I really don't know. But I guess we'll have to see.
streets, casting
Okay.
shadows of
this is something a little interested to see, right? This is Ratcatcher. They call him Rat King in this trailer, which I don't know why. He's Ratcatcher. But as you can see, you know, he's his complexion, you know. Look at the pigment, if you will. And you can kind of see that this is a very different portrayal of Ratcatcher than the comics, which is pretty interesting. I do not agree with this, obviously. You know, I made a few videos talking about, you know, race swaps. Don't really like it. But, you know, if the game's good, then the game's good. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, the game's going to be terrible because he's race swapped, you know. Maybe he'll be a good Ratcatcher. His appearance kind of, it looks
rats.
very different than his, like, than how he looked in all his, like, appearances in the Arkham series, like on the posters and in the Arkham Asylum bios. I don't know why they chose to, like, make him look like this, you know? I mean, it's not too different, but it is different enough that it's kind of confusing.
On everything that was once good.
Gotta see him a little better there. And then this is supposedly Scarecrow, you know, with the noose on his collar, I guess, for some reason. I don't think we've seen Jonathan Crane without the mask on. So I don't really know. I don't know. I just feel like he'd look a little younger. I don't know. Maybe this is makes sense, but I don't really know. It just kind of felt confusing to me.
Fear.
And is that supposed to be like the Scarecrow thing? Cause it's not like the rat masks. So I mean, I guess that's like an early prototype of like the Scarecrow thing, which is it's just a little interesting.
Is their weapon.
Are we
They're
at
not
Gordon
the only ones
over here?
being
He says, they call him the Rat King. I don't know why. Like they're calling him the Rat King. It's Ratcatcher. You know, this might be an entirely different character. This might not even be Ratcatcher, which would, you know, make a little sense.
Who can use it.
Okay, we got the bat suit.
The Rat King will stop.
I think we get a better look at it later in the trailer, but right now, looks pretty cool, you know? Kind of has that Arkham Origins cowl, like I was talking about in the other video. So it's like, obviously, you know, it's a sequel to Arkham Origins, but a prequel to Arkham Asylum. Like, the Arkham Origins suit is, like, very armored, and, like, the Arkham Asylum suit is very, like, classic Batman, no armor. So, like, I think I like that the suit is kind of, like, in the middle of that, where it's, like, there's, like, a little bit of armor, but on, like, the chest plate is, like, you can kind of see, like, that, I guess, fabric? I don't know what material that would be, like, Kevlar? I don't know. But it's kind of like kind of like a suit that's in between the more armored Batman and the more classic Batman without armor. So I like that. I like it a lot. And also, just to say this, I do think that Roger Craig Smith does an excellent job as Batman. I loved him in Arkham Origins, and I think he'll do good in this too. He's the GOAT. He is my GOAT, after all.
Stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
Batman Arkham Shadow, Fall 2024. And obviously this song in the background is, what is that song called? It's by Smashing Pumpkins. It's the Spot on my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage, because it's the rat in the cage. You get it? Because the joke is that the rat in the cage is Ratcatcher. You get the joke, bro? Anyway, obviously it's a, you know, MetaQuest 3 exclusive, which is, I don't really agree with that. I'm not going to buy the MetaQuest 3 just to play this game. I think what they tried to do was, like, they tried to get this game, like, it's an Arkham game, so then, like, people are, like, they're feasting for a new Arkham game. So, I guess their kind of perspective was like, oh, these guys really want an Arkham game. So, we're going to make it VR and put it on the MetaQuest 3 so that they'll buy the MetaQuest 3 just to play this game, you know? And I'm not even going to do that because it's $500 too. That's crazy. No, absolutely not. That's just crazy. Absolutely not. Crazy.
When the bat falls, the rats.
Get off my screen. That's like the Ratcatcher symbol. What is that supposed to, what? It's like a rat, like the eyes and like the whiskers. Kind of reminds me of like the Scarecrow symbol. Arkham Knight has like the Scarecrow symbols everywhere, so I'm guessing that this is gonna like take inspiration from that and like how the Ratcatcher symbols or Rat King symbols everywhere. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty cool trailer. I watched this, I was like, huh. Maybe I spoke too soon on this. Maybe I'll have to retract my statements, you know? I'm still not gonna buy the game, but you know. That's Zack Snyder? So I was finally able to find some images of the actual gameplay. And it seems like I was right in my assumption. Well, not right, but I did speculate that this game could contain some, you know, combat elements, and like unlike the other VR game. But it does. It does have some type of free flow combat elements in its gameplay, which I don't really know how it's gonna work in VR. But that'll definitely be interesting. I'll love to see that. I'd love to see that, you know. If someone could hook me up with the Oculus Quest 3 for free, you know. Like you know. But yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this works, cause like you have the 1, 2. I guess like these are gonna be like prompts for you to like actually like punch it. But we'll have to see when it comes out. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. This is gonna be interesting. We're moving on. So we're gonna have some stealth elements in this game, which makes more sense to me from a logical standpoint. You know, just clicking buttons. You know, I don't really know how the combat's gonna work, but I can see how the stealth combat's gonna work. You know, you just like click like prompts and stuff on the controllers, I guess. Moving on. So just like the I don't even know what that would be called, but I guess they're just like non-combat gameplay. You know, I have James Corden right here. We have Harvey Dent before he's Two-Face Antic, that'll be interesting to see. You know, I might have spoken a little too soon on this game. It does, you know, obviously it is still on the, you know, MetaQuest 3, which, you know, I'm just not gonna buy that. That's just way too much money for, you know, this game, just this game. But I might have spoken a little too soon on the quality of this game. It does seem like there will be a lot of interesting mechanics in this game, like the, you know, the combat and the stealth. Maybe the exploration will be good. Maybe we'll get some Riddler trophies, you know. That makes sense. But yeah, this game looks very good. I think it's gonna be a great game. I just wish it was not MetaQuest 3 exclusive. I just wish it wasn't VR. I don't have a problem with it being VR, but I just wish it wasn't, because, you know, I don't have a MetaQuest 3. I don't have money to spend on the MetaQuest 3 just to play this game and then never use it again. I just don't have that kind of money. So I think a better option would be just make this like an actual game and not a VR game. I feel like they'd get a lot more money making this an actual game rather than a VR game, because their main like tactic is to, you know, make this game exclusive to the MetaQuest 3, which will then require people to buy the MetaQuest 3, the $500 piece of hardware, to play this game. So I guess their tactic is like, oh, we're just gonna get a lot of money from MetaQuest 3 sales and this game sales, like added to it. But I just don't. I feel like just like a normal PC console Arkham game would sell either just as well or maybe even better. Because, you know, you gotta understand, like, people have been wanting another good Arkham game for, like, 8 years now. It's been, how long has it been since Arkham Knight? 9 years, actually. Wow, that's 9 years. Almost a decade. People have been wanting a good Arkham game. And I just think that if they had another one, it would have sold so well. I don't know. But, yeah, that's basically all to talk about, you know. It'll definitely be interesting seeing the gameplay, you know. I'm obviously going to watch the Batman Arkham videos playthrough of this game, you know. He's a freaking goat. But, yeah. Let me know what you think about this game in the comments below, you know. I'd love to see what you think. Is this a good game? Is it a bad game? Are you just waiting to see what it'll be like? Are you waiting? Are you going to buy the MetaQuest 3 just to play this game? You know? Love to see your opinions in the comments below. You've been watching Lowhand. I've been Lowhand. And come outside and see it.